coming into our church and they're black, and would they be eligible for membership in our church? Yes, they of course they would. They'd be eligible for membership in our church. But would they be permitted to participate in, embody, and practice what I would call black culture generally in our church? The answer is absolutely not. Why? Because the characteristics that mark black culture as a generalization, in the same way Paul's talking about Cretans on Crete, they are evil, murderous, violent, bestial people. They steal, they kill, they destroy. They are sinful to the core. They have besetting sins that are like fatherlessness, sexual immorality. They molest children at a high rate. Any criminal statistic that you could look at, almost pretty much without exception, they excel at them. Black culture.
And it's even interesting. I mentioned it before, but like the black guy on TikTok, he was saying, he's like, y'all crazy. Like, you're talking about this person like it's mental health. He said, that ain't no mental health. That's a demon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of people are seeing that. Like, this behavior is demonic. To walk up to a white girl.
But yeah.
And to cut her throat.
Because she's white.
Because she's white, and be like, we got that white girl.
We got that white girl. And when you think about it, you look at that culture and you say, what are the besetting sins and characteristics of it? And then you say, could somebody come in a lawful church membership embodying that culture? No. They have to self-consciously repudiate that culture.
The level of projection in this video is crazy. We talking about a group of people that got a history of violence. And by the way, everything that he just named was describing white America. This is what white men do. White men lead the category in SN children. White people commit the most violent crimes in this country. They got a history of violence, unaliving people, raping children, raping women. This is what white men do. This is a heavy level of projection that these dudes are doing in this video right now. These people, as you guys have seen with this news around Charlie Kirk, the shooting of Charlie Kirk, these people are trying to point the finger at everybody else. They are trying to distract you. They always bringing up the 1350 statistics that is false, because they want to push the narrative and point the blame to everybody else instead of this own community. White America is the most degenerate culture in the history of this country. But they focus is want to be black people. That's all they talk about. They obsessed with the black community. That's why they over in our spaces at our colleges trying to make it seem like that we are the problem in this country. And you got preachers, pastors like this that's preaching this type of stuff in their church. This is like, sometimes it seems like that I'm living in a twilight zone when I hear these dudes talk like this, right? Especially coming from white men that do the most degenerate shit in this country. This is crazy.
I made a video the other day, but I'm getting shadow banned, so I just felt like supremacy facts for you, things that white men are supreme at. So white men make up 30% of the US population, but they are convicted of 60% of the rape that happens in this country. Men are found guilty of 90% of pedophilia or pedophilia related convictions, and out of those 90% of men, 83% are white. Let's not stop there, because 75% of white collar crime is committed by men, and 62% of fraud cases are committed by white men. So for anybody out there who thinks that we should be rounding up these immigrants in the manner that we're rounding them up because of Lake and Riley, then I would argue that every single white man in America needs to be rounded up and thrown into a detention center until they can be cleared of rape or sexual abuse or pedophilia.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Kol Holayim La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekat, Quadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Psalms chapter 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And that's all these two devils spoke, man, was complete lies, man. They actually speaking about their own nation. Everything that they said is a reflection of their own nation. Okay? But Esau has no accountability. He's always trying to deflect, and always trying to place the blame on somebody else and not actually place the blame on his own nation, man. This man was born and given the blessing to take away peace from the earth, to bring forth death, mayhem, chaos, oppression, vexation, everything, man. So everything that they're stating in this conversation is actually what they do. Okay? Period, man. Charles Lee Ray got executed by a person from his own nation, man. Okay? Point blank, period, man. And the stats, which I showed you on another video, and what you also going to hear, what you also heard, is that the so-called Caucasian, which is the red Hebrew Edomite, they're the terrorist menace to society of the earth, man. Okay? They're the evil flourishing upon the earth, man. Okay? Again, as I just stated, they were given power to take away peace and also use peace to bring destruction, man. Okay? Like, come on, man. And again, Esau is a big hypocrite, man. Let's grab this, man. Because, I'm not going to say Jake is innocent. We know Jake is, has lost his damn mind. He out here doing stuff he shouldn't be doing, point blank, period. But what our people do holds nothing to what you Edomites do. Okay? Your file, your rap sheet is above and beyond, man. Above and beyond. And this is when we can only speak on the things that we know. So because the Lord knows everything that you've done, which is going to be exposed to us in the kingdom. But our people, the Israelites, the wicked of our people, the 2/3, their rap sheet is nowhere compared to you devils, man. Okay, and again, you're a hypocrite. Saint Matthew 7 verse 5, thou hypocrite. Now, what does that word hypocrite mean? Before we go into the precept, let's see real quick. Okay. Hypocrite, a person who puts a false appearance of virtue or religion. Because he's trying to talk about the 501c3, okay, white supremacist church, because that's all those churches is, man. The church that Jake goes to, the 501c3 slave plantation church, is just Edomite supremacy, man. Okay? A person who acts in contradiction to his or her stated beliefs or feelings, man. And that's exactly what it is, man. And this man's a damn hypocrite. Saint Matthew 7 verse 5, thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. And again, Jake is not innocent, but how dare you devils, man? How dare you? As y'all will say to us, how dare you to sit right here and point the finger and to deflect and try to place the blame on Israelites. And furthermore, black culture came from your people. Your people gave so-called African Americans, which are Israelites, black culture. That was a creation from your damn people. So let's get it correct, you devil. All right? So you need to cast the beam out of your own eye and look in the damn mirror, man. Okay, Esau got all this blood on his face. He wiping blood off his face and off his hands and pointing at somebody else while he got blood all over him, man. These people are the damn devil, man. And they love lying. A lie is the truth to these people, man. And the truth is offensive because it's the truth. You can't make this up, man. Let's keep on eating, man. Okay? Everything that you said is literally describing your own nation, man. This is Psalms 52, verse 3. Thou lovest evil more than good. Okay, because everything is upside down in this society, man. Evil is good and good is evil. Okay, you have the righteous versus the wicked, the evil. Okay, you know, again, roughly paraphrasing in Sirach chapter 33, I believe. Okay, you got the righteous going against the evil, man. And you also have the righteous exposing the wicked for their evil. Okay, bringing forth the truth. All right. Psalms 52 verse 3. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness, man. So they love to lie. It's just in them to do it. They can't help it. Because that's how the Lord made these devils, man. He made these devils to be the deceivers, to deceive everybody upon the earth with their pseudoscience, which is a bunch of lies, man. With their false facts, which is a bunch of lies, man. Okay, but your own organizations, as the FBI, has the correct stats of who are the biggest criminals, menaces to society, terrorists, which is you. Okay? Which is you, red, silverback, thin lip beast. Okay? You are the cancer, the plague, the problem on the whole earth that needs to be taken out, that needs to be put in chains, man. Okay? Period, man. But yet they always want to deflect. They're the biggest hypocrites, and they lie left and right. Because you don't want to swallow that pill to actually say what it is, man. And you damn stupid ass Israelites, or Salaka, you stupid niggas, spicks, and tree niggas as they call you. For y'all that want to save these people, man, you get judged by these people. But let's continue. Okay? Because, you know, again, the accuser of the brethren, man, let's grab that. Because that's all they do. They accuse everybody, especially you, Jakes. They accuse you left and right, but yet they the one out here doing all the crimes. They the one out here oppressing and literally shedding blood left and right. Again, wiping their face and their hands, but pointing at everybody else. Okay? Why they just empty out a whole clip. All right? This is Revelation chapter 12, and I'm gonna read verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach. Okay, here's the point that we want. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. Okay, and as you see, they accusing our nation for being the most violent, murderous, this and that, yada yada yada. Which, you know, Jake is not innocent, because Jake is what and furthermore, what does Jake get it from? Where does Jake get that mentality and that aggression and the ways of this world from? You. Okay, because again, black culture was given to our people by you. Okay, you so-called Caucasians, you red Hebrew Edomites, you gave our people black culture, African American culture, Hispanic culture, Native and Seminole Indian culture. Okay? Because everybody wanted to be like the so-called self-proclaimed white man. So with everybody following your ways, they start taking up your traits, your mindset, and amongst other things. But you are the leader in criminal activities. You are the projection, the blueprint to wickedness, man. Everybody's following after you. Okay? For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, who accuse them before our power day and night. And that's what these devils are doing. They're accusing our people left and right. Look at them. Look what they're doing. You know, they're supplying everything. And the Lord sees all this, man. The Lord sees what you're doing, man. How you sit right here giving Jake the tools that he needs to go off. The tools that he needs for you to falsely accuse him. You're supplying our people with everything they need for you to point the finger at them, man. And again, our people's rap sheet is nothing compared to your rap sheet, man. Your rap sheet has went to the heavens. Okay? Point blank period, man. But let's continue, Satan. Because you talking about the church this, the church that. Who the hell are you to talk about the church? I don't keep the Bible. Again, the church, the 501c3 church that y'all teach and preach is nothing but Edomite supremacy, man. Or as the world would see, white supremacy. So you don't have you don't take heed to what the scriptures say. You don't acknowledge anything that the scriptures say. You do your own thing. Okay? What is it? What do y'all say? Come as thou wilt. You ain't got to change. All you got to do is say you believe in JC and pay your tithes. That's it. That's it. Okay? You don't teach nothing about who are the true Israelites. You blaspheme the Lord and the Son, the images, all that. You add and you take away, man. You've done a lot of things that the Bible tells you not to do. Okay? This is Psalms chapter 50, starting off at verse 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, and first and foremost, this is really talking about Israel, but we can also point this to these devils, man, these Edomites. Okay, because you have no authority, no right to even be touching or reading or even professing to attempt to know our Bible. Okay, just like when you go to court, you have somebody swear on the Bible, but then as soon as they swear on the Bible, you throw it behind your back. So you don't acknowledge nothing in the scriptures, man. So what do you do? Have to declare talking about a so-called black person coming to your white supremacist church? You don't follow no guidelines, no instructions of the scriptures. Psalms 50 verse 16. But unto the wicked saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instructions and cast my words behind thee. And that's a pure example, not only of 2/3 of our people, but also you devils, man. You devils do not acknowledge the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. You make up your own standards, your own terms. Okay? Point blank period, man. And for you stupid African Americans, because that's what you are. You don't want to claim your heritage. Hispanics, Latinos, Dominicans. I know Black Papi. Okay, savages, native savages, and Seminole savages, because that's what they really call you. To y'all that actually partake and love to embrace lies, man. Hey, man. Everybody got a position to play in this production, man. Better off y'all than us, man. Okay, but let's continue, because again, these devils, man, you don't have an upright mind to speak righteousness. You have a corrupted, polluted, perverse mind that speaks evil, that speaks wickedness, man. This is Luke chapter 6, and I'm gonna read verse, because you're not a good man. You're an evil, wicked, treacherous, diabolical, okay, a beast, a vile beast. Okay, Luke 6 verse 45. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart. Okay, your heart is your mind. Okay, and the only ones that are actually attempting to be good, walking uprightly, okay, conducting themselves in the manner that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai intended us to do so, is the remnant which we hope and pray to be, the hopeful elect. Okay, Luke 6 verse 45. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good. Okay, because we speak the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We don't speak our own vain opinion, because as it states in Jeremiah 17 verse 9, the heart is desperately wicked. Okay, and you have to be cleansed, purified by the word. Okay, you have to be renewed and transformed in your mind. Okay, you can't be the same person that you was when you first came into the truth. You have to be renewed. Okay, and you cannot be connected and embracing the world, because this world is diabolical, is treacherous, is evil, is wicked. Nothing is righteous in this world besides these words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which is being professed and spoken daily by the prophets. I don't want to write this out. We are those prophets. Okay, continuing on. Luke 6 verse 45, continuing on. And an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil, for the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh. And that's what we see in this video, man. You see evil men speaking the abundance of their heart, because that's that pure hatred they have towards you, Jake. Okay, and it's only being intensely increased every single second of the day. It never decreased. It never left. It was always there. But now the Lord is putting a spirit on them to have that I don't give a fuck type of spirit. To literally show forth how they really truly feel about you, which they've been doing it. But our people are so asleep that they can't realize what's going on. They won't realize what's going on until Esau has his hand up your ass and a goddamn 9mm in your mouth. By then it's going to be too late. Okay? It's going to be too late because you're going to be getting judged. Okay? But they're speaking the abundance of their evil heart again, which is your mind, man. And this is how they really they see you Israelites, okay, as them. They trying to make it like you're the problem when in actual reality they're the damn problem. But let's close out, man, because the point is made, man. Let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs 11, verse 9. In hypocrite, okay, again, in hypocrite, and what does that word hypocrite mean? Okay, a person who puts on a false appearance of virtue, because they don't have no upright virtue, no righteousness, none of that, man. They're not spiritual. They're not religious. They believe in pseudoscience. They believe in their own philosophies, man. Okay, a person who acts in contradiction to his or her stated beliefs or feelings, man. Okay, pure hypocrites, man. So again, Proverbs 11 verse 9, and hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor. And see, that's what they're trying to do to you, Israelites. They're trying to destroy your character. You know, they didn't told the world that you're villains. You know, when people come here from different countries, different countries, they tell those people in TSA, if I'm not mistaken, do not go around the so-called blacks. Do not mingle around them and show them all types of nonsense. You know, make it seem like you're the issue, like you're just criminals all around. You know, even the wicked of our people, still have more compassion than these damn devils, man. Okay. An hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge, okay, the facts, the truth, which has been so long without fruit, which is flourishing upon the earth right now, man. These devils are being exposed left and right, man. Every time they speak, as soon as they speak, and say their rhetoric, the truth comes out right after it, man. Okay? There's nothing they can do, man. They're losing the information war, man. Everybody, even their own women, because, women can see the transition of power. Okay? Especially these Edomite women, but these damn Israelite women can't see it. Okay, because they think Zaddy, as they call him, is always going to be in power, man. Because when Zaddy falls, you Israelite women fall too. Okay, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. Okay, and we're going to be delivered, man. Because this man, he has an agenda to where he thinks he's going to execute us and take back the blessing, man. But he's got another thing coming, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai got him in the trick bag. Matter of fact, I'm going to grab one more. I'm going to close out of here. Let me see. I think that's Psalms chapter 1 or chapter 2. Let me see. Psalms chapter 2. Because this is what the Lord is doing right now, man. The Lord is having fun, man. This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 4. He that sitteth in the heavens, okay, Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, the angels, okay, all of them, man. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. So the Lord is laughing, man. Because he's like, man, these devils think they ain't control. And I'm the one controlling them. I'm the one got them doing this and doing that. They think they have all authority, and they're devising a plan where they thinking they're going to be able to accomplish. They're going to be able to succeed. And the Lord is in the heavens laughing at these damn devils, man. He's like, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to take him down, man. And Yahweh Shai, he's yearning and eager, to put in work, man. Probably pacing back and forth like, man, I can't, just twiddling his thumbs, all that, man. Okay, Psalms 2 verse 4. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, shall have them in derision, man. And we can't wait, man. So, I don't want to rock this out, man. I hope and I pray that this was edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.